Hey, do you mind if I just ask two real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Go ahead, Bill.
Is it sound the alarm time with the free throws, or is it just kind of a freak night?
We missed a couple of free throws here. Obviously, we haven't had a dramatic problem like that. Best thing about that is that we got to the free throw line a lot to miss them, and that's one of the most key components that we got. We got to be able to create the mismatch on this. They were switching on the on-ball screen, and we just told Sean to keep being aggressive so that he has a top-down drive, and he was able to get to the line there. Sean has done a nice job at the free throw line all year. He's a 73% free throw shooter. And, you know, if you miss one or two, then you start thinking about it. And that's, you know, that's like getting the yips with a putter or something like that. You know, you start thinking about it, and what am I going to do? I'm going to move it a little bit to the left. I'm going to change my rhythm and routine. And the next guy sees it in front of him. It's not something you want to over-evaluate. You know, the thing that I like to look at is we shot 59%. You know, typically we've been shooting 65, 70, 75% free throw line, but we're back down here talking about our 32% field goal shooting percentage, and that's the first question: is what do you got to do on your field goal shooting percentage? Well, if you took a choice, you'd rather have a high field goal shooting percentage or high free throw percentage, I'll take the field goals because those are worth 2 every time. That was really key for us.
Can you talk about some of the things that you really liked from your team, in addition to some of the things that you just dropped out there? Maybe some of the things that you pointed out to them in the locker room afterwards. Hey, I'm proud of you for XXX.
Well, the thing that we're most proud of is that our matchup zone, we had to tweak a couple little areas that we were exposed with, but I thought we did an excellent job of being there to contest their shots. I mean, this is a team that's a good three-point shooting team. The first half, I think they were 0 for 7 from the three-point line. I think that we held them for the game to 35%. Defense and rebounding puts you in position. Our ball pressure was excellent. We forced 19 turnovers, and that's really that ball pressure in the matchup zone allowed us to get a couple of runouts, a couple steals, and that's when Drake made a great pass to Sean, got the crowd into the game. Things erupted. We get an easy basket. You get a couple easy baskets, a layup, a dunk. Then the hoop gets bigger, and everybody plays a little bit better, and that's really a critical part. Our defense and rebounding, ball pressure helped our offense have that high percentage.
Coach, when Drake went out, if you look at the stat sheet, you could look at it and say, okay, well, you know, how much are they going to miss him? But what really did you guys miss not having him out there?
Well, two things. That Drake has a physicality to him at 6'4", 210 pounds, a thickness to him and an experience level to him that says when he gets the ball, he's kind of a bull in there, and he feels like he can go ahead and make a drive and keep a guy off his back. And he also, what you saw tonight was Drake rebounding. He had 5 rebounds in 14 minutes, and those boards were in traffic. And the guys were bouncing off him a little bit, and he came up with a couple balls there. He also has a good nose to hunt for loose. You know, the guy turned, he saw an opportunity on a fast break. He was pretty confident that he was going to draw the man and share it. So you see a guy who's got, you know, a tremendous amount of experience playing already Division I. He's just been injured, so now he gets a chance to flow, and he's out 5-6 weeks. It's nice he has fresh legs. I mean, we know that he's not too tired, so it's nice to have new energy. You know, especially in a night where Chris O'Brien picks up that foul trouble. And Chris has been kind of our big guard that's giving us help. Now, Drake gave us that big guard physicality.
Yeah, were you looking for something in particular before you brought him back into the game? Because I know he's had to cast off for a little while.
Oh yeah, he just hadn't any practice time. You know, he had been playing. He practiced for about a week, and he had his hand still wrapped, and clearly his confidence in himself, you know, catching the ball, going and being aggressive defensively, putting a hand up. You know, you put something on your hand for 5 weeks, you subconsciously you don't put your hand up there, you don't go after it. And it took him a good week and a half before he said, you got to play in practice. Like, we know we're going to have confidence in you playing in the game. And I think he went wrapless tonight, if I don't recall. I mean, I know in one of the practices he got it down to just a very minimal pad. And then he finally, well, I think he went kind of naked on the hand and showed the confidence. Hey, man, broken hand's over. I got to get out there and play and rebound and shoot and pass and dribble and do the things you got to do. You know, now that your hand's no longer broken, let's go be healthy and play aggressive.
Yeah, at the risk of being a jinx with what he's done these past 4 games and 3 of them conference games. Feel like Sean's making a push to be an all-conference performer by the end of the year? Well,
we certainly hope so. I think Sean and David both deserve consideration. You know, so much of that has to do with what happens many more games down the road. You got to keep winning. I mean, you just don't get all-conference selections if you slide down the scales. You know, and there's opportunity for both of them to get some recognition. The best thing I thought about Sean's games the last at Bakersfield and tonight. He was more patient waiting for his opportunities. His field goal shooting percentage was very high the other night. He was very patient, and tonight he was 9 for 19, and what he's done is given us a block presence. Him on the low block, where he can go up and under, the guys come back, try to command a double team, get close to the hoop, has been critical, and then getting his top-down drive and using him late in the shot clock, and so that he can create for others, and that's been really key for us. But I thought the most important thing Sean did tonight was take care of the ball. He only had 1 turnover, and that's what I just mentioned him there. I mean, he's got to be able to value every possession. We can't have a guy who's got that, that ability to demand to, kick the ball away 4 or 5 times a night when he's a senior and experienced, and just really keeping focus on being aggressive but keeping it simple. Keeping it simple and not trying to throw a spectacular crock or pad or over dribble it and get yourself in traffic, get yourself in problems. And tonight, 10 assists, 8 turnovers as a team. Nobody with more than 2 turnovers as a team. I think Malik had 2 and he played 32 minutes. And Will Donahue had 2, and he played 32 minutes. So someone plays that much time, there might be situations where they bobble a ball or something like that. So I thought that was really, really one of the most important things Sean did was play 35 minutes with just 1 turnover, give us 23 points and almost a double-double. I've been challenging him over and over. I said, you want to be a conference player of the week, you got to go smell double-doubles. And it's not about points, it's about double-doubles. It's about you getting in there and rebounding and doing the dirty work. And then he's getting in there and doing the dirty work. Really pleased.
David, other questions? Jerome?
The game was really close, neck and neck most of the way. What was key in you guys finally being able to pull away in the last half of the second half?
Well, I thought that our defensive pressure created a couple turnovers where we got that transition. We got a couple layups. Malik got a layup in an N1. Sean got the dunk. There was about a 3-4 minute stretch there where we got easy baskets, and that was really key. Kind of. You don't have to hit a 3-pointer when you can get a layup, and then you can get back and get a dunk, and all of a sudden, now the other shot's better. And so we just put a nice little run together where we were able to take a tight game and push it to 6 or 8 points, and then push it to 10 and make them have to foul and win by 10 or more points. So I think it's really our defense that gave us a transition basket, easy basket.
Any other questions, guys? All right, thank you very much, Coach.
All right,
Thanks, Coach.
let's load it.